Hello everybody, I'm iTrueface, and in today's video we are going over the new Meteor event that recently launched in Loomian Legacy. Now, the whole event centers around this Loomian known as COSMIORE, an ancient and mind type. Now, before I go over any of the details regarding it, like stats and everything, let me go over how to get it and generally, the general feeling of this event. Now, in order to find this thing, you have to be looking. It's just random encounters in grass when there's a meteor shower going on. As you can see up here, maybe, yeah, there we go. Meteors are flying around, and the way to check for meteors is to go to your weather tab, and it'll tell you where it's happening. Right now on Route 4, then Route 6, then Route 3. And it'll change every hour. And then you just kind of go around hunting in the grass. It's a 1 in 128 chance to encounter a COSMIORE. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it, COSMIORE. Yes. And yeah, now COSMIORE is not the only thing with this event. With the meteor shower comes times where meteors hit the ground, and yeah, you can gather meteors based on the color that's shown on here on the ground. They'll occasionally, actually, they drop very frequently. They hit the ground very frequently, and they glow whenever it happens. And so you can go around every hour collecting different colors of meteors. Now, what these meteors or meteorites are used for, there are two shops right now. Across each route, whenever the meteor show is happening, or meteor shower is happening, you can see this thing on the route. You just talk to it. It's a COSMIORE. Hey, look at there. And then you have 3 different shops. I have the saddle already, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, they offer you 3 different types of discs, or 4 different types of discs, and a saddle for COSMIORE. And and you can see they're taking the different kinds of meteorites that drop. And yeah, that's what these are used for. Now, there's another shop that has more limited drops. Let me collect these, and then I'll run on over to the limited shop for you. Now, the limited shop is located here on the Rally Ranch. You just find the Rally Ranch guy, and then you just go bolt left. In this little corner, we see a familiar face from the Christmas event, Milo's Market. He has the same stuff, 3 boost tokens, and grand total of 10 shards, and they all cost meteorites. Now, the health costs green meteorites. The energy and speed cost purple. Attack and defense, or melee attack and defense, cost the red, and the attack and range attack and defense cost blue. Now, you can see this white meteorite here for the boost token, and that's because there are actually 2 extra kinds of meteorites. But yeah, make sure you grind this because you get free shards. Anyway, yeah, there are 2 extra kinds of meteorites here, and they will drop during the meteor showers on the specified routes. However, they are very rare. Every time a meteor hits the ground, it has a 1 in 75 chance of being either white or black. And like I said before, they could be used as currency, except the black one is not currency. But they also have an extra use. Now, all of these meteorites actually, because the COSMIOREs actually come in 4 different colors, except, you know what, I'll get to that in a second. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. So, this COSMIORE actually has 2 other forms. And to get those forms, you have to use a black meteorite, or an antimatterite, on the desired COSMIORE. Minerals were removed from COSMIORE, and what that does is it changes its form. And it actually has a third form to which you need to use another black meteor, right? Minerals were removed from COSMIORE. And now we got this guy. He's got no rocks. And yeah. And now we can go over these forms. Also, I'm not seeing the sprite there. Anyway, we can finally start talking about the details of COSMIORE. Now, we have all three of the forms now. Also, white meteorite can be used to revert these things, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to. Anyway, let's go over the first form. This is the form you'll see in every wild encounter. Yeah, every time you encounter it, it'll be this. This is the base form. It's got all the rocks on it. Anyway, it's an ancient mine type. Its abilities are Enchanted Coat, which if you take a super effective hit, it reduces the damage of that by 25%. So since it's mine type, it'll take super effective dark damage. Like a slapdown will do 25% less damage because it's super effective. And then for the stats, oh boy, 99 HP, 145 energy, 43 melee attack, 135 melee defense, 84 range attack, 98 range defense, and 46 speed. So we have a defensive ability along with insane bulk. Now, if you know the Pokemon Duskmane Necrozma, it has basically the same ability. It's called Prism Armor, and it reduces super effective damage by 25%. Anyway, that's a legendary Pokemon. And its HP stat is 97, and its defense stat is 127. So this thing got more HP and defense than a Duskmane Necrozma. Anyway, also its range defense is only a little bit lower than Necrozma's special defense. But anyway, basically this is just one fat behemoth damage-taking machine. But we're gonna go over moves in a bit. Also, the secret ability for this form is Regift, so it'll bounce back any support moves thrown at it. So if you want to poison it, too bad. Set up icicle traps on it, too bad. Provoke it, too bad. But yeah. Anyway, let's go over the second form. The cracked form is what I like to call it because, well, the rock is cracked and we got some stuff slipping out. You know, these arms. It shares the same abilities as the first form, so Enchanted Coat and Regift. Now the stats, 99 HP, 115 energy, 43 melee attack, 115 melee defense, 124 ranged attack, 78 ranged defense, and 76 speed. So it loses energy and it loses defenses, and then it cranks up its offense and speed. Yeah, that's what this form is. It's just a less tanky, more offensive variant of this form. And then we have the final form. Jamie referred to it as COSMIORE Unleashed. The Unleashed form. The abilities here are Surrogate, which if your ally faints, you come in right after and you take their ability. So let's say a Vesperatu faints and you send this out, you get Sharp Claws. And yeah. And then its secret ability is Idiosyncratic, so it's Ferroglyph's ability where it swaps melee and special stats. So there you go. And then its stats, 99 HP, 105 energy, 134 melee attack, 105 melee defense, 43 ranged attack, 68 ranged defense, and 96 speed. So what happened here is the melee and ranged attack swapped, and then the energy and then bulk went down some more, and then the offense and speed went up some more. And so this is the fastest and hardest hitting, at least stat-wise, form, and it is also the most frail, although 99, 105 bulk is still very good. And then 96 speed is also very good. That's what, Teclipse's speed stat? So there you go. So anyway, let's go over their level up moves real quick like. Anyway, we got Brace, Confound, Brainwash, Bane of Haste, Spare, Power Focus, Cerebral Slash, Meteor Smash, and Meteor Crash at the same level. What these are, they are I'm showing images of them on the screen. They're simply 90 power ancient moves of both physical and ranged, and they both hit both targets on the field. So if it's used in a double battle, you'll hit both targets with both moves. And so one of the moves is obviously for the first two forms, and then the other move is for this form. And then after that, we have Headbutt, and then the move Slumber, which is basically just Beast Slumber, but you don't get the defense boosts. And then the move Psycho Blast, which is a 90 power ranged mind move. So it's essentially Psychic from Pokemon coming into this game, so we finally have a good ranged mind move that isn't Foul Chant. And then for the move manuals, you got Dodge, as everything has, and then hey, look, it's a Mind type Roamer, and it learns the move Hypnotize. Oh boy, isn't that great? And then Ill Will. And then for Rally moves, it learns Bulk Up and Peace of Mind. That's basically all like the level up good stuff for COSMIORE. Now, this thing also, when it introduced Psycho Blast, that's a mind move that many mind types would like, and so Jamie decided that, with my help, I did suggest that both Duskit and Waka Laka. Both Duskit and Waka Laka, being mind types, ranged based, they would like the move Psycho Blast. So James was like, sure, let's throw them on the rally move list. And, we thought that was cool. And then the update came out, and then, oh, hey, fun fact, this can't rally, and this can't rally. So how does this pass Psycho Blast over to either of these? Oh, right, you can't. So we got another square one Skellig situation where you can't get it. So we have they have Psycho Blast in their rally move list. However, they can't rally. So oopsie doopsie. Jamie is considering giving either Shachi or Meditoad Psycho Blast as a rally move so that they can pass it to Duskit or Waka. I would prefer Shachi because we don't need to see Meditoad switching from Cycle Slap to Psycho Blast with very smart specialization. That's cool and all, but I don't think it needs to be a rally move for it. But hey, also, fun fact. Halloween Kabunga and Waka Laka got their stats changed a little bit. Waka Laka, this is not the set I'm going to use, by the way, if I use it at all. Waka Laka lost 10 attack and gained 10 energy, so in conjunction with Expertise, it's able to throw out like another move, because actually, fun fact, even before, when you're factoring in Expertise, Waka Laka actually had a very much above average energy stat. Because the cost of moves to the energy pool ratio was like that. So there you go. But yeah, Halloween Kabunga though got a complete stat rework because before it was just copy paste Kabunga, but then it became a variant, and it finally got changed to match with Waka Laka. 65 HP, 68 energy, 23 attack, 58 defense, 99 range attack, 74 range defense, and 5 speed. Because it is a scarecrow pretty much planted into the ground, it has no speed. And yeah, so it's the slowest thing in the game. And if you give it a drop of youth, it's essentially just as bulky as Waka Laka. So you could just have 2 Waka Lakas if you want. Also, they changed territorial on this to Expertise, so there you go. And then they also changed its level up moveset. Instead of Bushwhack, it gets Bane of Haste, and then they also threw in Flabbergast somewhere in there. So there you go. If you have a Bushwhack Halloween Kabunga, it can no longer learn it. Ooh, Legacy move. Although you have 23 melee attack, you're never going to use it. But yeah, that was some stuff. But anyway, let me give my first impressions here with COSMIORE here. Now, let's start with the big fatty here. Also, oh wait, I also want to note the eye color here is how you determine what color it is, and the color is important because, yeah, the color is important because these meteorites don't only factor in as currency, you can actually feed these meteorites to the COSMIORE if they match the proper color. And what happens when you do feed these is that they act as a mini mini shard. They will give 1 UP point to a random stat. So where's my? Is this the frail smart? Yeah. Okay. Let's get this. Let's use a green one. Let's look at these UPs real quick. 38, 39, 23. Okay. And now let's use a meteorite on it. Unique range defense increased, so it was 23, it is now 24. And so we essentially, if you're catching these, you have a free avenue to max out their UPs. You just have to grind these and match the color of the COSMIORE you have, and boom, there you go. You can just max out the UPs of these things. So if you want to get PvP ready ones, you don't pay to win doesn't have any advantages aside from getting secret abilities, to which Regift is a very good ability, but Enchanted Coat is also very good. So free to play has it very well made when it comes to preparing these things for PvP, because you don't need shards. You can use the meteorites to shard them up, and so yeah, there you go. And then you can use the shards from the event to shard something else, like maybe a Waka Waka. Although Waka sucks, so you probably shouldn't. Anyway, really? Okay, so we got this fatty right here. This thing, initially, it's just really, really fat and going to be extremely annoying to take down. However, all 3 forms share an issue where they cannot touch a metal type to save their soul. They have everything they have is resisted by metal. So if you have something like a Protagon or a Valkyrie, these things pretty much get free entry. No. Those things get free entry pretty much on COSMIORE. The COSMIORE can't really do much to them, and they take advantage of them. And but still, though, this thing is extremely fat if you are not using a ranged hit before it starts setting up Peace of Minds, because remember, it gets Peace of Mind. It will get extremely fat very quickly, and it gets recovery, so it can just heal off any damage. And the slumber thing, you could, if you're poisoned, you can use slumber, and now you're not poisoned. There you go. So yeah, you could definitely set up slumber with dual stab, and you could become a very big threat if they let you set up. But again, with Valkyrie and Protagon being fairly common in PvP, I don't see it being that big of a deal. But if you don't have either of those, don't worry. Teclipse resists both moves and can threaten big damage. So there you go. And then you also got like Deladrix as a check that hits it for very big damage. And yeah, so it's not, I definitely don't think it's like super overbearingly bulky, but it can get very dangerous very quickly if you do not have the right stuff. And then moving on to this form, I don't know. It still has very good bulk, and now it has, it hits very hard. So this one is going to be more damage based, and it's going to be taking advantage of things that can't hit it very well. Off the top of my head, Ikazune can't hit it very well. Resists both stabs, energy surge is neutral. It's also faster than Ikazune, so it can actually Peace of Mind and then lower the damage of even energy surge and then threaten it. So there's something there. And yeah, it can just threaten big damage because 124 range attack is very good. So it'll be a less bulky variant of this, but also capable of outputting big damage pretty quickly. And then we got the final form. This one is these two are fairly straightforward. However, this one with Surrogate, unlike Dorogo, who doesn't really have good stats, this one has good stats and can abuse Surrogate. You could make such a weird team that revolves around this thing, like, what? You could run something with Rev Up, and if it faints, you could bring this out, and now you have Rev Up, and 1 turn later, you're faster than Zulong. You Oko Zulong, and yeah, that's oof. You can also carry you could basically also use it like a physical Metronet with Bulk Up, Hypnotize, Dual Stab, and yeah, you could actually do a lot of crazy things with this. With Surrogate, like, yeah. So this one probably going to be very dangerous bulk wise. This one's going to be very dangerous in the fact that it's got a lot of tech. Hey, you wanna? I don't get you. But anyway, so yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't know too much right now because, well, I need to use them. But yeah, that's pretty much what I think. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think of COSMIORE? What do you think of the event overall? Do you think the meteorites are, you know, a good addition to the event, allowing free-to-play players to actually prep their COSMIOREs without the need of shards? And so therefore the limited shop actually lets you use the shards on other things. And yeah, what do you think COSMIORE is going to be like, or COSMIORE is going to be like in PvP? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. It helps me out, even though I don't post very frequently, and I apologize for that. And if you're looking forward to PvP videos, potentially featuring COSMIORE here, make sure you subscribe and have notification bells turned on so you don't miss when I upload. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, and yeah, I hope you all have a good morning, evening, night, afternoon. I don't know. Well, see ya.